on to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Black Knights will kick it away first. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So Duke's offense will have the first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Back to throw, it's Bryant. Pressure coming. And he's snowed under.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football. No answer. Second down, they go for the pass. They give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Black Knights! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Black Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Black Knights in the hurry up. He'll keep it himself. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Army! All that baby in and strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The short hands, it's Ware. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Firing to the right, complete. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Black Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Army! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
They're working that left side. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to go up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the catch down the right side. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Quarterback keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first.
Pulls it in down the sideline. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Zings it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to sling it on second down. Got it in the middle, it's McMillan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Blue Devils come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Makes the grab on the left. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football,
a shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab on the shot. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Looking downfield on first down. On the move, he fires. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Army! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, one thing we can always count on is a great atmosphere in West Point. And the story of this first half has undeniably been the play of that kid under center. He's in total control of the offense, making the right decisions and reads, not trying to do too much. There's a reason he gets the NIL deals and all the love on social media. That young man is him, and doesn't that opposing team know it? And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Hudson inside venerable Michie Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Going to the run to start this second half. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. It's a seam wide open. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. To throw, it's Bryant. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Lockhart. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Powers through the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Shakes off the defender. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The Blue Devils really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Here's the handoff. Creates a little room. It's a running room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Kicking team.
You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. They go to the ground. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Bryant. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He tries to take the top off. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And coaches and players, a lot of times, they call it instincts. But it's just a knack. It's just a feel. It's something that's inside of you. And this guy consistently feels where the ball's going. That's interception number 8 on the season.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Army! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Bryant. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. The give on the inside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throwing on the run. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. They'll try the run. Turning it off. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Still running at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Army! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Back to pass, it's Adams. They get to him as he throws.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time it's complete. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. Fires left. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting...
Turning on the Jets. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Black Knights. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Liberty. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Adams. Fires to the right. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll give it to the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to take a shot at this DB. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Straight ahead from inside his 25. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw, it's Adams. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Flips it out to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Pollack.